Welcome to Heartland Arms, where skill, safety, and training come together. I'm Michael, and today we're going to go over break action firearms. First thing is you're going to ask, what is a break action firearm? A break action firearm is a firearm that opens at a hinge. Sometimes they're called hinge, sometimes they're called break action. They kind of go by both. It's literally where you're kind of breaking the firearm in half to load it. So we're going to come to the table here, and then these are two break actions that I have. So this one, the black one, is actually a pellet gun. It's a pellet action with a break action, and this is a 410 shotgun, single barrel. So what it is each of them will, and let's go to the other camera here.
Let's go to the...
So when you're discussing break action, this one literally breaks like that. Because it's a pellet gun, that's actually cocking it. So I will load it from here, close it up, and it would be good to go. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the shotgun here. Shotgun in the trigger. You pull this, and it literally break action. That's what you're looking at. And then you do the same thing. You load right here, and you go from there. Now you're going to see these generally in some of the oldest models that are out there. So you see them in single and double barrel shotguns. You're going to see them in some hunting rifles. You're going to see them in, of course, pellet style. You're going to see them in some survival training firearms. I've actually even seen a break action handgun. So they're kind of all over. They're best known for being extremely safe. They're very mechanically simple, and they're ideal for beginner or field use. The key for that is because you're only loading one at a time, or in a double barrel shotgun you're loading two. Once those are done, it's done. You have to reload before you start anything else there. So despite how really easy it is, let's go to number one here, Mikey. There we go. So I'm going to kind of put this one back together, and I'm going to show you here. So you have the barrel. That's going to be the standard. Then you have the chamber. That's going to be right in here. That's where the bullet gets loaded. You have the hinge, or the pivot point. You have the generally it's an action lever, so it's often located on the top or the side that normally unlocks, or this one, it's right here. So this is a lever that does it. So the lever is actually the trigger guard. Sometimes there's a button or a way of basically breaking it open. You have your trigger, of course. You have your hammer. So this one, here's the hammer right here. You have your stock and your forearm grip, and it's pretty easy. So everything is wide open, easy to see. Nothing, there's no hidden mechanics in this. So always keep that in mind. So it's pretty simple. Let's go back up here so we can see. Pretty simple, and of course my safe spot's here. Again, nothing is loaded. So I'm going to use this one here. What happens is you pull your lever. This one's a trigger. Sometimes it's a button. You'll pull that, break it open. You'll load, close the action. If you have a hammer, this one I can cock. Once it's cocked, sometimes it'll automatically cock. Once you're done, you fire. Just pull the trigger. Remember, anytime you're doing a shotgun, make sure that's pushed into your shoulder. Once you fire, that bullet is gone. To reload, you simply kick it up, pull out the old round, put in the new one, close up, rinse, repeat. Pretty simple to use. The pellet gun is very, very similar too. So this one, because it's just an air, and it's just air power, that cocking will do it, and that's all that really is there. So when I kick it off, I just kick it open, put my pellet right there, close it, pull the trigger, and this one, because there's no bullet to remove, I just put in the new pellet, and I keep going over and over again. Pretty simple, pretty easy to use. They're a great training weapon. They're a great first-time gun. The 410 really doesn't have any kick, so I mean it's beautiful there. Because it's hands-on loading and unloading, users get clear feedback and full control of every step that you do. Kind of what I like. It kind of teaches a repetitive of loading, unloading. I just like the simplicity of a break action. So some of the advantages for a break action would be it's very safe. You can see it's loaded at a glance really quickly. They are very reliable. You don't have any, there's no moving parts. There's never really a jam. Nothing that goes, can go, as a problem there. They're also very lightweight and compact because you're not carrying, if you have anything like this is a sleeve that I could put extra rounds on. So I could put something like that. You'd have your extra round to feed. It's pretty simple to do. Great for hiking. You throw this. It's very lightweight. Some of the firearms we're going to see is going to be pretty heavy, depending on how many moving parts are in there. It's also very versatile. So this one's a 410, which is a very, very lightweight shotgun. Goes up to a 410 to a 12. 12 gauges all the way it goes up to. And then, of course, rifles. You get them in rifles and go from there. Now, it has its limitations. You normally have 1 or 2 shots before you're reloading. And typically, both of them on here, it's 1 shot. So these are not really ideal for self-defense. These are for, I use it a lot for training. It's nice for training. Not now, yeah, if you have, 1 shot, if this is all you have for defense, yeah, I would suggest definitely get one of these. And I would definitely make sure you practice because you have 1 good shot before everybody knows that you're shooting. It's also manual reloading. There's no magazine. There's no automatic cycle. There's no, you have to break it open, load it, and redo it. Can you get fast at that? Yeah. Are you going to be as fast as a semi-automatic? No. I don't care how fast you get at this. You're never going to be as fast as a semi-automatic. They're very reliable, though. This is, if you have someone that's new to shooting, if you have someone that is not used to firearms, this is a good learning piece. I've been to the range with a new shooter, and I will tell you, I've seen that person, shoot, and when they're at the range, new shooters have a tendency of pulling the trigger, getting excited when they hit something, and then doing this. Did I do good? And they move the firearm. They lose track of where they're at, and they sweep that firearm. And if there's still a live round in there, that could be a problem. So when you're teaching kids, This is a lot safer to use when you're teaching first-time shooters. Definitely something that I would recommend. It's just easy to go, easy to go. Now, the break action firearm is proof that simple doesn't mean limited. It is one of the most trusting action types in both hunting and safety training. Whether you're teaching new shooters, practicing in the field, or you just want a firearm that's easy to manage, the break action is what's going to get there for you. It's just a simple thing. And I like it because it does come in a BB gun platform. So if I'm teaching a very young kid, I could teach them really good and I don't have to worry about that much in there. It's just a very simple firearm. So now if you like what we do here, like what we're talking about, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. We are a firearm education channel, so it is very, very hard to get our content in front of a lot of people because a lot of the algorithms will push us down and kind of keep us out of a lot of what you can see. So make sure you like, subscribe, and follow to Heartland Arms Podcast. I think it's just at Heartland Arms. We're on YouTube, Rumble, Spotify. We're on all social media. So Facebook, Instagram, X, and Twitter. Or Twitter used to be X. And I think we're doing TikTok as well. So kind of do that. Now keep in mind there are optics that you can get. This one has no optics at all. However, this one does have a little scope on there. It's kind of nice to get that going there. So just make sure that no matter your experience, you are keeping yourself educated. You are learning. You're going to stay safe, and you're always ready. Thanks for joining us on Heartland Arms. We're going to catch you on the next episode.